Right here.
Right here.
We're here now. We're here. We need to do an introduction. I think we'll do it in a different accent every time. No?
Shout out to Tom Carter.
Tom Carter.
Oh my God, I wish he could record
He's
something
do
for us.
Okay. I know that you're saying that, but I asked him and he said he would.
Oh my God.
He said he would do voiceover for one of the videos.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Are you kidding
He
me?
has the best voice ever.
Best voice ever. He has a... All right.
What? It's so soothing.
It is a really
For
soothing
real
voice.
though, listen, I was watching last night YouTube videos of Gordon Ramsay.
Ben was a
He
Rebby
was
from Florence.
cooking. He was
a
making
Rebby.
all these healthy meals. And it was so relaxing, just his voice.
Gordon Ramsay?
It was a video of
yeah,
just
when
him.
he's
He
not-
wasn't yelling.
When he's not yelling
No,
at you,
yeah.
it's probably quite nice. But
Yeah.
he's usually like, you're a slob.
What's funny is he's actually a very sweet guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
you
think
ever
it's
see him with kids?
Yeah,
It's so cute.
It's over the top, and it's like a balance between that because he is mean, man. I've seen some episodes. You're like, dude, that was tough.
Yeah.
You're being a
Bloody hell!
yeah. He's like, this is crap. Throws it in your face. and you're like-
Rubbish.
He's like, these eggs.
And they're always cooking beef Wellington.
Yeah, he's like, this beef Wellington is the most disgusting thing
Rubbish.
I've ever put in my mouth.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, all right. Anyway, we got to figure out an intro. We will figure out an intro.
Yeah.
We will. I promise. Well, other than the intro that we have.
Right, but that's not an intro.
It technically is, but okay, yeah.
This other girl I listen to, she says,
What'd you say?
she calls them her Khaleesi's because she loves Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, good afternoon, my Khaleesi's.
I like. Well, we got to figure it out. We'll figure it out, or just somebody write in.
I'll be like,
write us
hello,
in.
hello, my little cupcakes.
Hello. Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. A little bit.
Hello,
Hello, my little cupcakes. So today, super fun. Jen is back. She was out last week.
I was out last week, but had a nice Christmas, nice
Yeah,
New
dude.
Year's.
You've had a nice vacay. You worked out for
Yeah.
the first time the other day and was sore.
Oh yeah, I took a complete
You were walking awfully funny.
Actually, because the last podcast that we did, we talked about how I PR'd my 315.
Yeah.
And that was the last workout I did
You were.
before this past Monday. So I took a full 10 days off of not doing anything. It felt good though.
Yeah.
I felt like my body appreciated it. So then Monday when I worked out, I don't think I've gotten that sore since I started working out.
You were walking and talking about it for a while, so that's how I know that you really were.
Just my hamstrings, they felt like they were bulging out of me. I couldn't even sit down. I was using that Hypervol. I put Tiger Balm on.
Jeez,
It was
man.
bad.
Did you use one of those Fitness It Works wraps on it? That could have healed you.
Now my legs are skinny.
Seriously, it doesn't work. Don't do that.
So there.
Yeah, no, I did the same. I gave myself a couple days off. But
Binge
I did
watched a lot of shows.
I've been watched so many shows.
Okay, you need to watch Jailbirds.
Okay,
That was a show I was watching.
done.
It was really good. It's about, people in jail and
I kind of picked that.
Um,
It's about jailbirds. It's about people in jail.
it's about how
Yeah.
some people get into relationships in jail by talking through the toilet.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay, I heard about it.
It was very good. You should watch it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's like a docuseries.
I would love a toilet relationship. That sounds great. You're just talking through
They're
the
like,
toilet.
you ready? I'm about to knock on the toilet. And
oh my god, I love you too.
Yeah, and then I also finished watching season 2 of You.
I watched it too. Yeah,
If you guys have not watched the show You on Netflix,
holy shit,
you should watch it because I always talk about how I don't even like TV shows or scripted shows.
Yeah.
But this show is really good and it definitely holds your interest. It's fast moving.
It's so good.
And it's just, you literally never know what's coming next.
It's drama for men and women.
Yeah.
It is. That is a tough show.
Yeah.
I was like, to be fair, I talked to you about it before we were done, and I was like, I kind of predicted some things.
Yeah.
And that show is crazy. That show really is
It's
that
crazy.
Good. No
Yeah.
spoilers, but that show is ridiculous. His stalking, all the creepy looks, it's in there. I feel like it was just like me reliving my teen years. A lot of women stalked me then.
You were
women, I
Joe?
mean, just no, I was.
Oh,
I
you
was,
were the stalky?
I was the stalky.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens. Torrington Heartbreaker.
Wow.
I know it's gross.
But yeah, so we're in the first week of January.
First week.
People are hitting those resolutions hard, I guess.
They are. I think a lot of people, that come in here are a little bit more prepared. But I think that from what I've gathered and what I keep seeing on social media is people you shout
Can
it out
I tell you
there.
what I hate?
What do you hate? Tell me.
Well, first of all, I don't really like resolutions to begin with, so this is a little
I'm-
hard for me to talk about.
I'm with you. I'm actually with you.
But like, okay, so on January 1st, I saw so many people posting Instagram stories of themselves like sitting on the floor of the edge or like all these gyms, like, yeah, getting after it, like, and they're just like working out so hard, eating nothing but chicken and spinach, and like what we talked about in the last podcast we did together. That's not going to last for more than 2 weeks.
It's just not.
It's so annoying to see, and I just can't.
It doesn't take 2 weeks to make a habit. It takes 2 weeks to fail. That's actually.
You said it takes 66 days to
66
make a
days.
habit.
And like I said, we put together packages all this month of January for people to come in. The last resolution packages will be great, and they are 60 days long.
So for me, I feel like resolutions are just, it's just like looking at the year ahead and being like, hey, what do I want to do this year? So that you can look back at the end of 2020 and say, oh, cool, I like did all those things. Like,
yeah,
you know?
the point is to become better.
Exactly.
And the thing is if you.
And losing weight doesn't make you better.
It doesn't.
Can we say that?
And hey, exercising, going to the gym, and doing all those things has nothing to do with you being better.
And it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's how it's making you feel better.
True.
Mentally,
Very
physically. So the opinions of others should not matter.
It's more about taking self-care, and and a lot of those people that go to those gyms, and I'm only saying this because the people who go to the big box gyms, and I'm not hating on them because they have their place, but I do think that most of you, if you guys knew how that, I don't want to say that structure works, most of the time, out of 16 months after the people who sign up on January, do you know how many, on average, how many times they go to the gym? Do you want to know?
After January?
Out of 16 months.
Out of 16 months? I don't know, 10 times?
Lower.
Really?
It was 6. Yeah.
They only go 6
They
times.
only go
out
6
of
times.
16
They
months.
still pay. They still get your money, and then they go.
Yeah,
So
that's awful.
So it's really, really terrible. And I get it. But the whole point is, if you put together some things for yourself, for you, to stay organized in that journey or in that way to better yourself, and for us, we kind of do it every day. We teach it to our clients every day.
We talk the talk and walk the walk. I mean, what can we say?
I love saying that.
So
time to walk the
we're
walk.
going to give you guys, we've made a list of 5 guidelines that we like to follow every day to make your New Year's goals your new normal.
Yes. The new normal is important.
Right? So this
is
is going to make it transition into just your everyday life, things that you can do every day so you don't constantly feel like you're on this special, crazy regimen. This is just the way that you're living now.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point. The whole point is just to make yourself.
So these are sustainable tips. A lot of these things, almost all of these things are what I've done still to this day, but especially in the beginning just to get me kind of started on the right track to a healthier lifestyle. But they really help. So
Yeah. So we have 5 of them. So break out your notepads.
get out your notepads,
Get out
kids.
your notepads.
We are going over guideline number 1, which is write out a to-do list for your fitness routine for the week.
That's number 1.
That's number 1.
Yeah, which is non-negotiable. So you have a schedule for your exercise, for your working out that is non-negotiable, which is also the minimum.
Right.
So it's not your max. It's not sitting there saying, hey, I'm going to go 5 times in 1 week. That's very unobtainable if you've never gone, or even if you're used to going 2 times a week.
I think it's very actually like a more positive experience to focus on minimums, because then anything you do above that, you feel really good about yourself. So if you give yourself a minimum of, hey, I'm going to go to 2 classes this week. Well, even if you're feeling your crappiest, you're getting to those 2 classes. But if you have a week where you're feeling really good, maybe you're coming to 4 classes. But having a minimum of 2 helps you to still feel good about yourself when you accomplish that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Your minimum definitely needs to be something that is doable at any week in the year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're focusing on what you can do long term, what you can keep consistent. If you say that you're going to go to the gym 6 times a week, that's
stupid.
Yeah, but for some people that could be doable, but for you it's not, and
Right.
it's not about that other person. It's about you and your life. So that's the thing. It's like, don't compare yourself to that. Make it so it could work for you long term, so you don't want to give up.
I mean, you guys think like we're crazy fitness people, but like, can I just say like my minimum is 4 days.
Yeah.
I work out 4 days a week, not 7 days, not twice a day, 4 days. That's it.
Yeah, I work out about 4 to 5 usually.
I do 4, and if I'm feeling good, I'll do something else. But
yeah,
you know,
and we have a different training style. We train, we don't work out, which is something for a different podcast. We'll talk about the difference between the two. So, but for now, number 1, remember, write the list down for your exercise that is non-negotiable. That's number 1.
So Sunday night, you're sitting down, you're looking at the week ahead, you're looking at our schedule, you're saying, hey, I know I can definitely make it to class Monday and Thursday. Boom. Those are my 2 non-negotiables. That's what I'm doing. Any other classes I make it to, extra credit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to rule number 2. You want to say it?
No, you can say it.
Planning out your meals ahead of time. And this is, I think, one of the most important things ever.
Well, because if we flip it on its end with fitness, because even though we are in the industry, and obviously we've been kind of big proponents of balance, the thing is planning your meals ahead of the nutrition is 70% of it. But people seem to think that the workout is 70 and the exercise and the eating is 30.
Weight loss happens in the kitchen.
It's very
Fitness happens in the gym.
Yes.
Okay. So your diet is going to be numero uno of importance.
Yeah, it's gonna be the thing that propels you forward the most.
So tips for planning meals ahead are definitely finding things that are quick and easy. If you guys go on our Instagram page at LiveSculpted, all of my Foodie Fridays, all those recipes like can be made in less than 20 minutes, some even less than that. Frozen foods are not bad. Frozen vegetables and stuff, frozen fruits are actually more nutritious than fresh fruits, right? Because they're frozen at like peak nutrition. And what I like to do too is when you're like in a fat loss phase or just trying to be healthier, I like to stick to maybe 3 options for breakfast, 3 options for lunch. So I find 3 things that I like and I kind of just rotate during the week. And then for dinner, I always prioritize having protein, having some type of carbohydrate like rice, potato, pasta, something, and a vegetable. So that's kind of how I structure my day.
Yeah.
Snacks are kind of easy fillers. You could do a protein shake, protein bar,
That's the KISS method, to keep it simple, stupid. So it really does work. And it works in the beginning when you're trying to make a habit. So remember, if you're
trying to think what I usually have. For breakfast, I either have like an egg white and ham sandwich on English muffin, oatmeal and Greek yogurt, or like my frozen Kodiak pancakes.
Yeah.
So no matter what, it's easy. I always have it. Lunch, same thing. Sandwiches, wraps.
Yeah. And do you look
whatever.
like, it's like you're eating to perform, you're doing your thing. It's obviously working. 315-pound deadlift.
Obviously.
Obviously. So, moving on.
Plan ahead, yeah.
So now with the planning, it's going to coincide with number 3, which is track your calories.
Right. You don't know if your plan is working if you don't have any concrete evidence of what you're doing.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Right. So if you're not tracking your food in MyFitnessPal or whatever app you choose to use.
Let's shout out some apps that they can use right now.
Avatar Nutrition.
My
Macros Plus.
Carb Manager. MyFitnessPal. Lose It.
I'm sorry. The free version of MyFitnessPal is my tried and true.
Easy. Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Yeah. I like Avatar Nutrition just because I'm a snob and I like to pay $20 a month. Seriously, lower it though, guys. It was 10. it was
yeah,
10.
but you can. Okay, so speaking on that though, if you do want to buy Avatar, they've have sponsors now. Where if you use their name, it's $10 a month.
I'm gonna totally use their name all the time now.
So you can still get it for $10 a month.
Avatar, help me out.
So yeah, tracking your calories is going to be the biggest thing in 2020 to reach your fat loss goals.
70% of it.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just that's science.
That is
You
science.
can't, I mean,
Guys, we can't undo science.
anybody who tells you that calories don't matter,
are silly gooses.
they're probably Scientologists.
And selling you something.
Yeah.
Most likely selling you something. And so side note on tracking your calories, no liquid calories. If you really want to go an easy layup, easy to make it,
That is
water,
so simple.
Water.
That's actually
Water.
that's actually the first thing that I did when I started losing weight. I stopped drinking my calories.
Same. I did the
And
same.
by just doing that, you see results.
Yeah.
You know, for us, like obviously we don't drink our liquid calories now, but think about people who drink maybe 3-4, you know, real sugar sodas a day.
Yeah, or
that could be 800 calories.
You can even dumb that down and go to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 1, that's 30 grams of carbohydrates that you could have had elsewhere. Just stick to water. And I'm with you.
I'd much rather eat.
Oh, I'd eat all day. So
Yeah.
The third one is it's very important. But remember the liquid, as far as just black, and I do the black coffee or 0-calorie creamers or something like that. You like Splenda? What is it, Splenda?
Well, like Crystal Light,
Crystal
Splenda.
Light, okay.
Yeah.
So that keeps it 0 calories if you need to at that time when you're in that phase, in that weight loss phase. But I just do water and black coffee.
Yeah. So even if you don't know where to start and you're not on some
Start there.
regimen, track your calories and just see where you're at.
Yeah.
Because we need to find kind of like a baseline. So even if you're not into an exercise program yet, or you don't have certain macronutrient ratios laid out for you, just track your food and start to get to learn kind of how many calories are in this, how many carbs are in this. Because once you know that, that's really the foundation of everything,
That's science.
That is science.
It's all science. So,
All right.
Number 4. You want to do it or am I going to do it? Well,
Yeah, what was the lame one you said about this?
The lame one.
Anyways, we
Yes.
decided on number 4 is just to stay the course.
Yes. Remember, small things add up. And I know for some of you, you want to
Just don't give up, guys.
Yeah, seriously, guys, don't give up anymore. It's really that simple because if you're exercising the first 3, a lot of the times it seems, I think that some of us think that some things get boring when really you actually are just at peace. You confuse it being boring with actually being at peace and you making progress. But if you stay the course, you kind of keep going through this process. In just about, 6 weeks to 8 weeks, you now see this, you're almost a totally different person. And that's okay. That's the point.
I would say stay the course because honestly, every time when you're about to give up is when you make progress.
Yeah.
So I've done this a lot. My clients have done this a lot. You're really trying to cut down, lose fat, and that scale is just not moving. So what do? You get super annoyed and you go eat whatever the heck you want. Have I had not done that, I was probably on the verge of, dropping down. So it's just like no matter what, just stick with it and you will see the results.
Yeah, keep going.
Stay the course.
Stay the course, please. So, number 5, I think is our favorite.
Ready?
Better.
1, 2, 3. Don't be an asshole.
Nice. Perfect. Yes, number 5, don't be an asshole. Because remember, it's how you treat people, how you treat yourself is what is going to reflect on the other 4 objectives. So if you're constantly begrudging every single thing that you're about to do, and if you're constantly treating people like trash because you're miserable, 1, you're probably not
Have an
balanced out.
attitude of gratitude.
Damn, Jen, that was a bomb. That was a bomb right there. Attitude of gratitude.
What is that thing I said?
Don't be an asshole.
No, I saw it somewhere. It was something along the lines of, when you're working out or whatever, when you're doing something you really like to do, it could be the last time that you do it.
Yeah.
You don't realize how lucky you are to be somebody who is fully able to work out and go for a walk and do stuff like that. And I always think to this time last year when I was so sick for like a month.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't do anything. Like I would have, killed somebody to just been able to, do some squats or whatever. It's like something that you guys might hate doing, other people really take for granted.
Yeah.
And can't do.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, on the days that you are having those really tough like I really don't want to work out, try to like flip your attitude to think about it that way and be like, oh, you know what? Like there's people who probably would kill to do what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And I
for
think
sure.
just be more appreciative that you can do it.
Yeah. I think that's huge because you're taking that for granted, like you're saying.
Mhm.
But I think that it's day-to-day treatment. It's like you're going through this. You're going to go through this journey anyway. So the thing is you have the option to fail or succeed. So the thing is why not be a little nicer to yourself? Because this is hard. This shit is hard. It really does. Sometimes it's going to suck. This isn't a list for happiness. This is a list of how you succeed.
No, it's not sometimes it's going to suck.
Well,
it's probably going to suck.
It's probably going to suck. But my point is here, it's like, but if it's your attitude, if you're going to be a jerk the whole time, why would you want to do that?
Listen, and to sound cliche, if it was easy, everybody would do it. This is not easy. Losing weight and keeping it off for the rest of your life is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard if you don't change every single aspect of your life to make that your new normal. So yeah, you can make that happen a little bit smoother by being nice to yourself, and not being so hard on yourself,
and nice to others. It's like it's what you attract. But if you're constantly being a jerk, you're just gonna have jerks around you. But if you're really,
That being said, when I try to lose some fat here, if I snap on any of you for being hungry, I'm sorry.
I just want to apologize in advance.
Because I do, and you will get hangry too.
Hangry is definitely.
But it's
a real
not
thing.
forever.
It's not forever, because then you get in a surplus and you're usually okay.
Yeah.
And then you get used to it too. So listen.
So yeah, should we recap one final time?
Those are our 5 recap right now.
Number one.
Write
your to-do list for your fitness routine that week with a minimum of whatever. Your minimum is your minimum.
Okay.
Number 2, plan your meals ahead of time and really be organized with your food choices. Number 3,
track your calories. No liquid calories.
Number 4,
stay the course. Small things add up.
And number 5,
don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Done.
And that's
Boom.
pretty much all you have to know. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Make sure you are following our Instagram at LiveSculpted. Anything else?
No. And also, if you go to the website, we have livesculpted.com/last resolution. You guys can check that out. And then we have all of our pricing for personal training, classes, semi-privates, and partner trainings, and even online now. Oh, we do training online. All right.
Cool. We got to go work out.
Cool. We got to go work out now.
Live, laugh.
Live Sculpted.
Peace.
Peace. That went really good.
Really well.
See?
With my revised list.
Shut up. It was our I can't even.
You're like, say please and thank you.
Say please and thank you.